Good morning, trading world. It is April 21st, 2020, and this is the pre-market outlook. And here we go. We're going to start. Um, well, let me first say this is the important reason why I had those options in everyday overnight, even when we were going or drifting up. Because one of the things, if you go back to previous videos, I said when it starts, we could wake up and we could have a gap of 50 points down. And by then, that volatility expansion, that's the best part of having those options on. And if you miss that expansion, everything else is you got to wait a long move in order to really capture the profit on those options. So this is what I was saying. Let's get to the futures. The NQ, looking at the NQ, we could possibly open up gap down anywhere between 80 to 100 points. Maybe it'll close that gap in between now and the open. But what we're looking at here, let's get to the queen resistance. Even though I don't see, we may get a pop up, but it's kind of hard to see right now. But let's start with the jack resistance. And why does it not want to show up? Here we go. Jack resistance level I have on the NQ is going to be 86.35. And the queen resistance level I have is going to be 86.78. And the king resistance level is going to be 86.91. And pertinent levels in between, we have one at 86.10, another at 86.96, all the way up here, and then 87.07, which is all the way up here. $87.07, somewhere up here in this area. And then the last one is 87.27, which is all the way up here in this area. Primary focus today is going to be the support side, where we might put on some breaks at. All right. Here we go. The jack support is 85.95. Queen support is 85.49. And king support is 8,500. I can tell you the goal that we're headed to. But first, let me get to the minor supports levels in between. Is 85.82, which is the first one, which is right about here. And then 85.69, which is right about there. And then 85.15, which is all the way down here. And then the last is 84.86, which is all the way down here. One of the things that I've been looking at on the NQ is that we're possibly headed to this 83. It's going to be somewhere in the 83.33 area. Let me bring it up just to be sure. It's 83.40. Maybe it wasn't that one. Maybe it was on the daily. Yes. 83.34 is where we're possibly headed to, um, which is the start of this move, which should well blow the expected move out of the water for this week. Not sure. Well, I don't think we're going to get it all today, but I think that's where we're headed this week. Kind of peak because at this time, even on the NQ, what we're going to use as an indicator this week is pretty much going to be the ES, because the ES is going to run everything. And let's get a sneak peek at the ES. We're looking at the ES at some point where I had it. The expected move on the ES. I had it here somewhere. Was probably going to be 28.13, I believe. Let me make sure. Actually, the expected move on the ES for this week was going to be 27.54. So 27.54. Let me put that up here. Which we're at the point of breaking that expected move right now. And if we break that expected move, we're definitely headed down to this 27.31. But expect a little chop, probably around here for a while, maybe a slight pop back up here to 27.79 maybe. But it's clear to me that we're trying to hit to this 27.31. So again, the 4-hour chart is in control. So I'll be keeping an eye on this for the most part of today. Because we're, at any time we could get this little bounce, but I know we're going to break this expected move and be well below that by the end of the week. So even my option positions, I don't think I'm even going to bother or even think about touching today. Maybe no matter where the bounce starts to. But that's what I'm looking at today. Again, have your risk defined, because this is probably the beginning. We should probably retest those February lows at some point. I don't know that it'll be this week, because at some point I was thinking we were going to get into a volatility box to kind of build some energy to get to that violent move, and I don't really see it started, but I don't really see that build up as of yet. This was just kind of a puke out after exhausting all the energy to kind of climb back up that 50 or 66%. We got over 60% retracement, I believe, and this was just that exhaustion of energy trying to reach that just spill over. So I don't think this is that violent move just yet. But again, be very careful. Have your risk defined. And wishing you profitable trading. Have a great day.